I won't go naked.
Oh.
You guys are
I don't
you
know if
make my
everybody
day.
wants to
I'm not
do a
gonna
roll call.
comment.
Where is everybody from?
Texas.
California.
Virginia.
Woo.
Where?
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia. Wow.
Where's Florida at? No Florida.
Minnesota,
Minnesota.
Minnesota, right up here in Minneapolis, where all them goddamn BLMers were in the summer. I tell you what, that was a mess.
Yep. We have National Guard at our armory right in the middle of our town right now. We have a whole pack of them. I don't know why, but and we're not even a very big town, 29,000, and we got a whole bunch of National Guard right in the middle of town at the armory.
Well, that's why, because they're going to the armory.
Don't they expect an armed uprising? I mean, when the inauguration hits, isn't that when they all come out? I heard they were planning on taking over 50 capitals.
Well, I think that they're just standing by to make sure nothing comes up, nothing happens.
I think that's more
you
of a
know,
setup. I
because
think they're
well, yeah, the FBI reported earlier yesterday that they got information that there's supposed to be a bunch of armed militias coming to capitals, so they're going there to stage their presence.
I heard there was
Now,
everybody's using text messages now to spread the underground information to get all the patriots out. I wondered
yeah,
if they was organizing here.
yeah, I don't know, man.
Want the patriots there because this is Antifa and BLM dressed as patriots that are doing that.
Something today was saying that militias were going to surround the White
I mean, I think they realize that people are passionate about it, and some people may not be rational about it, and they're just preparing themselves.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Has
and
anybody
they're
heard anything from Lynn Wood? He's been awfully quiet.
no, ma'am.
On this what's this called?
I've been on here almost all day, and I
Telegram.
just keep telling people that we got to be
Telegram, yeah.
patient. We got to be
Yes,
rational. We got to be patient. You know.
I agree, Patriot.
Well, there's a lot of moving parts. You don't know that you can anticipate
we can't.
people's
Yeah,
moves, but it doesn't mean it's going to go the way we think it is.
exactly. I mean, like an act of war or an insurrection or anything like that is not an easy decision to make. So it's not something that you want to make irrationally.
Well, I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know if you guys heard the speech earlier, but Trump said the incoming Biden administration. So he's leaving.
No, he didn't say Biden.
He did. He said the incoming Biden administration.
Now you're going to make me go rewatch it. I think he said the incoming administration, but I'll go look.
Biden, yes.
Well, Trump needs to address all this conspiracy shit because he knows what's going on. There's no way he doesn't know that people are still questioning it. He needs to come out and tell the truth if he's going to give up like it seems.
He hasn't given up.
even if he leaves office, it doesn't mean even if he leaves office, it doesn't mean he's giving up. It
That's
doesn't
right.
mean that,
we have to back him up all the time.
well,
We either think that our president is the most intelligent leader that has ever lived, or we don't.
That's a really
The God, and I think that's very dangerous.
No, I don't put him in a God status, but I don't put him in a God status. I do believe he is a very good. I do believe
He's God's servant. He's God's servant.
Right.
God sent him to save the nation from killing all them kids and all the babies and all the Pizzagate stuff.
Right.
Yeah, he's pushing out the deep state. That's why the government brought him in.
Yes, sir.
They have to go through with this inauguration to commit high treason. They have to do it.
Well,
when they do
like
it-
I said, but he still may not be ended up seating in the presidency.
Yeah,
You
so
know,
what? Then
right
Kamala's
now.
president.
No, do you guys? I mean, some of you guys have been on here most of the day and heard what I said. Some of you may not have. He put a bill or oh, shit. I'm sorry, I got a loss of words. Um, he
he may
enact.
not be inaugurated. He may not be inaugurated on the 20th or 21st, but he will be the leader of the free world.
Ma'am, can I finish?
Yep.
Okay, just like the 25th Amendment was enacted by the Democrats, Trump put an enactment about 2 weeks prior to that saying that he has the authority, even if he leaves office, to remove people from their seats,
That's
to be
right.
able to fire them.
Can you give me the link to that?
Okay,
Can you post that link in the chat?
I don't have it anymore, man. It's been over a month now, but I read it myself. Giving him the
Well, I
authority,
mean, it
even
doesn't.
if he is not sitting in power, to be able to fire them from their position. You know, 2 weeks
I mean,
later, listen to
That's
me.
right.
It was a
That's right.
safeguard for him to be able to continue to clean the swamp even after he leaves office. 2 weeks
Huh.
afterwards, the Democrats came back and enacted the 25th Amendment. Their exact words is that we are not going to use this against Trump, but in order to be able to put Biden in or remove Biden in case his health goes down too far, and any president thereafter. Okay,
Yes, you're right. That's right.
so I'm not saying that Trump is or isn't going to be our president, but he's doing what he came here to do. So I'm not losing all faith. I'm not going to get to the point where I say, yeah, let's storm the Capitol and take back the country. You know, we ain't there yet. We got to let it play out. And as aggravating as it is, and as much as we want this to be over already, it's not going to work that way.
That's right.
Okay? I mean, and I'm not highly educated. I ain't stupid, but I'm not highly educated. So if I'm speaking in plain words, it's because I'm a plain person from the projects, you know. And I
25th
drive a
Amendment was
truck,
put
and
in
I
in
got no.
1965.
Hey, you're doing fine. We got to remember Pelosi and Schumer and all there are so-called highly educated.
I'm not a college graduate with a fucking, impeccable, I don't know, vocabulary. I'm limited, you know.
Oh, well, you're good.
So
There's
I
a lot
mean,
of people that didn't graduate college that are complete geniuses.
That's right.
I bumped my head and smoked a lot of weed, man. I'm not that smart no more, man. That's all I'm saying. You know.
There you go.
So, I mean,
What was the story on Nancy Pelosi I missed today?
It's not really a story. She named someone pro tempore head of the house for the day. That's it. No
that was
I thought
backstory.
yesterday.
that was yesterday. What's today?
Someone said she's missing, but I don't know if that's accurate.
Some guy was arrested for making text messages about wanting to kill her, shooting her in the head, and now he's arrested. So people are talking about killing her, obviously.
Yep. Guy was
I think
arrested
all
for.
these
I love
government officials need to be carrying around a GPS tracker that we can all track just to see what they're doing.
Hey,
Yep.
You're right.
speaking of GPS, did you see that big hack that they just released on Parler? They got all the GPS locations of all the
Yeah, I heard about that,
all
but
the patriots in there, and they show exactly where all the where everybody was, and they were in there just taking pictures and videos. They're all screwed.
Yep. And if anyone
I was.
goes to the capitals now, they're going to be screwed too, I think.
Yeah, I'm a truck driver though. They ain't tracking my ass. I'm all over the damn place.
You
why do
better
you
get a
think they need
VPN.
15,000 armed troops on the Capitol? Why do you think they need that many?
Well,
Antifa, BLM.
people are talking about coups. You know. I mean,
It's
you
no
know, like
secret to the
Everybody's supposed to
government that
know
there's
that
people like
now
that talking.
I have my opinions about a coup or an government overthrow. I have my opinions about it, and it's not out of the question. But I'm not gonna necessarily say that that's what we need to do. You know what I mean? It's not. We're not there yet, man. You know.
I think they're also concerned about ex-military sharpshooters wanting to take people out.
Yeah, we're concerned about a lot of things, but we're running on emotions and we don't know what's happening, so we're worried. You know, I'm worried about my kids and what they got to grow up with. And if it's wrong for me to do that and they want to come arrest me, then come arrest me.
You know,
You know,
I'm real
Somebody
worried about
needs
myself, to
I
be
mean,
honest. Is there anybody else in this chat under 21? Because it kind of seems like all the people my age are kind of fucking dumb.
I
They're
the
got
pretty
that.
admin
stupid.
needs to get rid of November.
I got
30.
that times 2 plus.
Admin needs to get rid of November. If you know the first letter of the that word, her name, his name, whatever. There you go. Thank you.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, I've been in this and a couple other chats, and I haven't met anybody else under the age of 21. It's kind of concerning.
I've met one person your age. That's it.
It's kind of fucked, bro. Like everybody I know and everybody I went to school with, they post shit like all this leftist propaganda, and they really don't even know what's going on. All they look is they look at the headlines and shit. It's so scary.
And how
Hello?
old are
Yeah,
you?
They
Hello?
follow what other people do. That's what they do.
Hello?
I'm
Hello?
20 years old. I'm kind of scared. I honestly don't want to have kids if this is the world we're gonna have to grow up in.
Hello?
Yeah.
This is
look
Joe from
outside your
the
front
UK.
door. What's going on out there?
Hello? This is Joe from the UK. Hello? Hello? This is Joe from
We
the UK. Can you
we
hear
hear
me?
you. Yes,
Stop.
Hi.
ma'am. We hear.
Hi. I'm just listening to you guys from the US, and it's quite interesting. Um, I'm from the UK, and our rights have been eroded quite a lot in the last few years, and we've kind of tried to warn you guys. It's gonna come over there quite soon, and I don't think you realised it was going to happen quite soon, as it did, but it's happening at warp speed. I mean, we're in a terrible state right now. We're in a severe lockdown where people are being arrested if they even walk 5 miles out of their house. You know, the police are literally wrestling them to the
It's all
ground.
in the name of
You know,
coronavirus.
yeah. It's absolutely insane, and we've got the Stasi. We've got the Stasi right now. It's absolutely. It's not even to do with the fucking coronavirus. It's just about controlling us. You
That's
know.
all it's ever been about.
Yeah. We're in a
Hey,
terrible.
I'm super confused. How is Boris Johnson allowing those things to happen if he's a conservative?
Well, because I tell you what, he's not a fucking conservative at all.
How did Brian Kemp let those
He's
illegal ballots be counted in Georgia?
well, no,
Let's
no.
let let's let her talk.
Brian
No,
Kemp's a piece of
no,
shit.
that's okay. It's cool. No, Boris Johnson is not a conservative. He's been taken over by the globalists, and also the thing is, he's taken too much um, uh, advice from an organisation called Sage, which is giving us all the information of what we should do with our coronavirus laws and regulations. And they are telling us that's why we're locked down right now. We're in serious lockdown here in the UK, and we've been down this route 3 times. This is the third lockdown we've had now, and there's no end in sight. There's no end in sight whatsoever, you know. And
Well, I live in a red state and I don't even have to wear a mask. So if that tells you anything.
I absolutely
Same
refuse
thing
to
here.
wear a mask. I will not be muzzled.
well, no, here that they're getting really
Here, sister.
in the UK now. They're actually cracking down even harder and harder and harder. They're saying if you don't wear a mask in the supermarket, you'll get arrested. People are getting arrested for just walking out of the house, sitting on a park bench and drinking coffee. That's
Terrible.
how bad it
Their
is.
jails are not big enough around here. I seriously doubt a lot of people would roll over and capitulate like that.
Honestly, that's how it is right now. I swear to God.
They answered in 1984 or 1776.
Did
Yeah.
anybody see the pictures out of Wuhan on New Year's Eve?
Yeah.
The people
Yeah.
were all out in the street celebrating while we were being duped.
Did you see our New Year's
He
where the
tested
ball was
positive for
dropping
COVID.
and the governor was and the mayor and his wife were out on the street watching the ball drop?
Kathy, it was even
Yes, I
worse
did.
here. It was even worse in the UK. We had Black Lives Matter bloody firework display over London by
Oh yeah, I
Fucking
saw that.
racist.
Our mayor had Black Lives
Matter?
Matter fucking
Well,
thing.
I appreciate your comments about what's going on in the UK, but America's just not going to let it happen. We're not.
Well, she's giving you a heads up.
That
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
no, guys.
that's all fine, but like really, I don't know all the information you get. So please worry about your country and your neighbors and your family. But we're not going to let it happen here.
Well,
What do you think you should have done differently?
With all due respect, that's how
You
we
have
should.
my respect, miss. Don't take me the wrong way. You have my
No,
respect.
no. Okay. Have you heard of one of our citizens called Tommy Robinson?
No.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I have.
Okay.
I've seen the videos. I've watched what happens in the UK and Australia. I saw a video where this guy was at a park during the day and was tackled by the police officer, and he actually was forced to wear a mask. The police forced a mask onto his face.
Yeah. I mean, I know you guys. This is all quite new to you, but I swear to God, it's coming down your direction. And the likes of Tommy Robinson have tried to warn you because it citizens arrest and political arrest. We're talking about you guys like with the Proud Boys. The minute you get off a plane, they will just arrest you for just who you are. They don't even need an excuse. If they think this is what they've done to Tommy Robinson, they think that he's going to attend some kind of rally or protest in the middle of London, they will arrest him the day before with a trumped up charge just to stop him getting to the protest. So he won't even be there. Does that make sense?
Yes, the leader of our Proud Boys was arrested right before January 6th.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And that's
so what would you should have done differently?
Well, our country doesn't do anything because
They should have had guns.
Well, maybe, but the thing is, we don't have guns. We never will have guns. And the fact is that Tommy Robinson is one of on his own, and all the establishment against him, or the politicians are against him. He's almost like a mini Trump. He's got his own following, and all the rest of it are very, very loyal. But the establishment and everybody are against him, and that's the problem.
I mean, the difference between the U.S. and the U.K. is that, I mean, they took your
Second
guns so
Amendment.
long ago. Yeah, we have our guns. The government shouldn't. You shouldn't be live in fear of the government. The government should be in fear of its people.
Well, we did that.
Yeah, I mean, they're fucking scared. They're scared now. I mean, yeah, really, they're sending 15,000 armed troops to the Capitol. I mean, maybe not scared like that, but
they are scared.
As what they should have done in the UK.
Police are doing their dirty work
Can
now.
I ask an honest question from the UK? Can I
Yes.
ask you a question? What do you think is going to happen, guys? Just out of curiosity, I just want to know what you're going to do. What's going to happen? What do you think is going to happen?
It's going to come push to shove. When it gets too much, people are going to go. They'll have to
We'll
do
either
what
be
they gotta
silenced or we'll go to war. One or the other.
liberty or death, I'm afraid.
Yep.
Okay.
You guys should have killed George III when you guys had the chance, but you didn't, and now the UK's fucked.
Well, foresight's a wonderful thing.
And look, people want to be free. People need to fight for their freedom, honestly. Honestly, if their government's not going to listen, then it's going to come to a time where everybody in every country that wants to be free will have to fight for it.
And we would not do any negotiating after 8:30 because our president will be in bed.
The problem is a lot of people are scared of being
8:30. That's a little late.
a lot of people have been told that you can't be violent. Otherwise you're targeted by. You might get arrested. Are you frightened of being arrested or targeted by?
I mean, I'm not directing any personal threats personally, but I'm just saying I know what people are going to do.
Yes.
I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist. They know what's going to happen if they do anything crazy.
Well,
Are
that
you,
was an
are you
understatement.
worried about Antifa? We have Antifa here in UK as well.
I could pick up two Antifa with one arm. They're a bunch of little fucking skinny white boys, soy boys. Really, that's what it is. They're soy boys.
Yeah. Same here. Same here.
Meth heads.
Do you have Proud Boys in the UK?
Racist.
We do have yeah, we do have the Proud Boys position in the UK. Yeah, we do. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. They have weapons, I'm sure.
Probably. We do have weapons, but I can't tell you any more than that.
They don't have any weapons in the UK, guys.
Yeah, that's
not
right.
like you, not like you guys. No, we have to. We have
Look,
to.
and don't worry.
We have to,
And don't worry,
we have
the
to
American
bury
government
them.
will have to come back over there and straighten Europe up in just a few short years anyway again.
Yep.
We have to bury our weapons.
Yeah. Well, we have, from what I understand, 300 million armed Americans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
It's not
you
only
also,
about those 300 million. I mean, I'm sure if anybody else wants a gun, there's more than enough to go around.
unfortunately, half of those are fucking Democrats, so that's a problem.
Yeah, some of the Democrats have the guns too. All of them have armed guards around them. Isn't that hypocrite?
Yeah.
And walls around their house.
And walls around the Vatican.
I mean, honestly, I don't know that Mexican president. He kind of seems like he's supporting Trump. He might come help if some shit hits fan.
Yeah. You know what?
Yes.
Wouldn't that be some shit? The fucking Mexican president come to help us?
Yeah.
We'll let them pass through to Canada.
Do you seriously think? Do you know what? I don't think it's a coincidence that Trump went to the Mexican border to praise
I think
the Mexican president today
Yes.
about the war. Do you seriously think that that's a coincidence? I don't
Mm.
think so. I seriously think
I mean, the Mexican president was one of the last people. I mean, I don't even think he's recognized Biden yet, has he?
No. No.
No, and he has also recognized the fact that the censorship is so wrong.
Yeah, so I mean, don't be surprised if the Mexican army or fucking cartels here to help us.
Exactly. Yeah. No. Totally.
Can you imagine that?
That would be kind of awesome, guys. They can't even lie, even if you don't like Mexicans. I mean, I'm half Mexican, but like, fuck.
Why not like Mexicans? You're human.
I mean, I know there are some people that don't. I'm half Mexican myself, but
Man, as long as you can speak English and I can understand you, I ain't got an issue.
yeah, I mean, I was born in
There you
Georgia, so.
I got half Mexican.
My problem
grandbabies.
is
I love
when you guys are. My problem with any foreigner is when they're talking in front of me in a different language. I get paranoid. It's like, as long as you can speak English and we can have a conversation, I don't care who you are.
Yeah, I agree. I think anybody that comes to America should learn English. I mean,
I just find it rude when you're in somebody that doesn't speak that language to sit there and have a conversation in your native language. That's
there's
all.
a bunch of Russians up here where I'm at, and they don't speak English.
Right.
I mean, I think everything will be revealed within the next couple of weeks, guys.
I think it's going to take some time, man. Let's just not overreact. You know what I mean? If those decisions that we have to make as militias or an overthrow or anything like that ever have to be decided, they can't be decided overnight. You know?
And definitely not on the internet.
Well, it just can't be decided overnight, man. It's too much at stake. You know, too many lives would be affected. It's just not. I understand we need to fight for our country, but it doesn't need to be a battle just yet.
There might be people in another Telegram chat right now planning to do that.
Well, that's on them. That's on them. As for myself, I'm going to stay home. I'm going to protect the people that are close to me, and I'm going to try to affect the government.
I agree. God help us all, really.
This.
I agree. God help us all.
You
We
know,
can live day by
just,
day.
You know, a soldier may have to follow an order right off the bat at that moment, but we don't have to do that. We know what's at stake. You know, that's all I'm saying. We got to be reasonable, man. You know,
Of course, we don't want to, as long as we don't disgrace the 84 signers of the Declaration of Independence who gave up everything, including their
No,
home.
we won't do that. We won't do that.
Let's hope not, Patriot.
If anything happens, I think it'll be under the Biden administration when they come for the guns.
Hello, guys. I just
Yeah, it's gonna be a long fucking night. That's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be a long ass night. And I don't care if it's fucking Chinese military or our military, but I don't believe our military will trade on us.
I just want to say that you've got a lot of support in the UK. You've got a lot of support in the
Okay,
UK.
got to get rid of Titty. Titty Sprinkles needs to go.
Yeah, here we go again. You know?
You can.
Okay, admin, get rid of Titty.
Hi, y'all.
Hey, you guys can jump over to Patriot Bar and Restaurant.
Channel wise.
Bro, you need to get a fucking life.
What the hell is that?
Hey, jump to Patriot Bar and Restaurant.
I'm on there. Is that a voice chat?
Yeah. Patriot Bar and Restaurant.
Okay, how do we start the voice chat?
Just go to that room and it's at the top.
All right, appreciate it. I'll be there in a minute.
You realize Titty Sprinkles is going to follow us now, right?
Fuck 'em. Find the Patriot Bar.